It's Dave, Hammond Motorsports Dirt Car USA. Working here with my setup plates, doing bump steer. Couple things I want to make a quick tip about doing bump steer. If you've got a rack and pinion car like this is, position, I like to just have the wheels straight in the car and then lock it in. Now, if you've got a front steer car, conventional, like this, I like to also think about steering wheel input, because as you turn the wheel left or right, your drag link, you can see, is on an angle that changes the height from straight to left to right, will rise and change your inner pickup heights. So that's something to think about as well. And then lock the steering shaft in when you want to set your bump. Now, what we're doing is we've got these squaring bars here. And what you do is you just take a tape measure, square that bar to the plate. The bar weighs enough it isn't going to move. Then run the chassis through the dynamics and see exactly what's going on. So what we'll do is we're lowering the car here, and as you can see, the camber is increasing. You can see the plates moving. We've also got it to where the left rear is rising as well. Why that is important is it's your chassis that moves. If you got a traditional bump steer gauge and you got this big plate mounted up here and you got a bottle jack underneath your ball joint and you're jacking it up and down, ask yourself this: does the wheel go up and down, or is it the chassis? Because how in the hell is the tire going to go down when it's already on the racetrack? That's my question. So your chassis moves. Then, depending on what rear suspension you have, like this here being a bar car, as you rise the left rear up, your rear end's going to walk forward and have a steer in it. And when it does all that, your chassis is going to start migrating around like hell. And when your chassis starts migrating, all your welded points move. Now it changes your caster, your camber, etc. But anyway, we put all that stuff into play. We run the car down, and you want to check bump. Now you just come back in here. We'll just call it 2 1/4 for the video. I'm not going to get real precise here. And 2 1/8. So with that being said, it is actually bumping in because of how it read there. So this is actually bumping the toe inward. So now we can come in here and start working with our pivot point up here, start working with our point down there, maybe do a rack change. There's all kinds of things we can do. But this is the best way to do the bump steer, so you can see exactly what the hell is going on, when, where, why, and how. Now, camber. Really need to touch on how to check camber when you're using my setup plates. For the last probably 5 years, we've had this brace. If you don't have this brace, this is still a great place to do it. Put your angle finder up on your plate, and you can square it right there against the wheelbase hook. Or you can see I've got it on the plate here. That'll be the most consistent. Don't ever put it up here on the brake rotor, because if the brake rotor wears, it's going to give you false camber. So, and then when you do your caster gauge, now I built these spindles, and if you've been watching, I've got everything square as hell. So I actually can do it this way now, but don't do that unless you have my spindles. But if you have my caster gauge, you'd hook it here, square it to the back side of the rotor, and turn it on, and you're done. So, but just a few tips that I wanted to talk about. You got questions? That's how you get a hold of me. HammondMotorsports.com, DirtCarUSA.com. Call, text. Hey, if you're seeing this video and it's on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. I got over 400 videos for you people on there. Most of them are tech. But please share, like, and subscribe to all my channels there. Y'all have a great day. Thank you.